This is Gray Fox.
And I'm Vixen.
And welcome to another BattleBox review. This is BattleBox number 39.
Mission 39.
Which is?
It is Repair Anything.
Repair Anything. And this is going to be another rapid fire review. So let's get to it.
Okay, let's get to it. So in the basic box, the $24.99 cost, the first item we have is the Gear Aid Tenacious Tape.
Tenacious Tape. So this is a large piece of Tenacious tape, which is basically like seam tape. Almost like a duct tape type thing, but a little bit different. And it's clear-ish, I think.
I think it is clear. I think it's just the backing that's white.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah.
It can repair stuff. You can use it for tent tarps, mesh screens, bags, backs, sleeping bags, basically anything that you need to seal up, your jackets, whatever. And it rolls up nice and neat for the most part when I'm not doing it in a hurry, and easily stored, so pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. Next up we have Quadro Mini TRD.
What's that?
What's that?
So it's like a spool of rope. I think it's a 100-pound test. The cool thing about it is it has this little push down here, so you can keep tension on it as you're pulling it, so you don't yank it all out at one time. And it has a cutter built right into the front of the teeth, so you can cut whatever length you want. This thin bank line-ish material is great for setting up alarms and things like that, as well as tripwires and whatnot.
You could probably replace a broken shoelace with that. Or
yeah, I mean, you could hang a tarp with it. You could do a ridge line with it. You could do lots of stuff with it. And you can replace the spool, which is pretty cool. But yeah, really cool, funky tool that I haven't seen before. I really like it.
It kind of reminds me of like the dispensers for like shipping tape.
Yeah, very similar to that. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, next up we have Gear Aid Seam Grip Field Repair Kit. Oh, that's this.
So it comes in this cool little container that opens up, and inside you have some of the rubberized seam grip. You have a brush, and then you have two of these patches. One of them it looks like either white or clear, and the other one is like a grippy, almost like the same material as a sleeping mat.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Almost like a felt vinyl kind of feel to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for fixing like a air mattress or something, kind of deal, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And this is actually Tenacious tape, which is the same as the Tenacious tape that's we got in the first place.
Yeah.
In item number 1.
The Tenacious tape repair kit thing.
Yep, and it comes with a field repair guide, an expert field guide for the expert in all of us.
Yes.
And it fits all nice and neat back in there, except for I did it backwards. I did do it backwards. Alright, so let's try to do this the right way, just because I want to see how easy and or hard it would be to do.
Okay, so it's kind of cool. Even ladies should carry one of these things for those wardrobe malfunctions that happen from time to time.
Yep, and there we go. Cool, so cool little field kit.
I like the little container.
Yep.
Next up, we have the Fix and Zip.
Fix and Zip. So we're leaving this one in the package so we don't lose it, because we pay for our box and we want to make sure that we don't lose the things we have just because it's such a small piece. But what it is it's basically a zipper pull to replace a broken zipper pull. And it just screws over the top of the teeth, and you can use it to close zippers that have been previously broken. Pretty cool tool. Something that we'll definitely use. I don't think any one of us has ever had a zipper that didn't break.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, that's happened to, I think, everybody. I can't think of anybody I know that never happened to.
No, but like jackets and sleeping bags and stuff like that. I mean, we've all broken zippers before, but really cool tool.
Okay, so next up we have the Gear Aid Free Sole Aqua Seal Shoe Repair.
So for reattaching a sole or fixing a heel or fixing a cracked, foot, rubber sole, whatever, it's basically like a rubberized, goo, like shoe goo almost, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty slick, very useful, something that'll definitely get used. I know any of you have had waterproof boots and then have the sole pop loose from the shoe itself and water seeps in. It sucks, and this will fix that issue. So
cool. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to work and found that the heel of my shoe has come loose. And I wear some pretty high heels at work, and it's so awkward walking around on this wobbly heel. Something like that would fix that, right?
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So back when I used to be a stripper, walking around those heels was horrible. You gotta go around the pole, and your heel flies off and hits somebody. You get a lot less tips that way.
I am not a stripper.
No, I didn't say you were. I just said back when I was. I'm just saying.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. Yeah.
That is not what I do for a living.
To each his own, right? We all have to make a living and put ourselves through college. It's fine. Moving on.
So next up we have FiberFix.
FiberFix. So this is FiberFix. Essentially, you can fix hoses and rods and things like that. It's a lot stronger than duct tape. However, when you use it, you have to wear gloves. You have to soak the FiberFix in water, which releases the glue. You wrap it up, and then you wrap that up again with a vinyl covering just to make sure that you're not touching the sticky part. And it basically fixes it. So you can fix axes, shovels, bicycles, hoses, whatever you got to fix. This stuff will do the trick, and it is super, super strong. So great product.
Very cool. All right, so that was everything that was in the basic box. Moving on to the advanced box.
That's a pretty damn good basic box.
Yeah, it is. The cost was $24.99. The value is $50.47. So, double the cost. That's great.
Yep.
Anytime you're doubling, that's awesome.
Yep.
So, in the advanced box, the first item we have is the Vigilant Trails Survival Sewing Kit.
So, Survival Sewing Kit. Pretty cool kit. We looked at this last night, actually. So it has buttons. It has zip strips, which are always freaking useful. It has 3 bobbins of 2 of black, 1 of white thread. It has safety pins, which are always useful.
Yes.
It has a punch awl with several needles, 1 curved, 2 straight, it looks like. It has a little handy dandy small scissors that flips over itself to take up less space. It has a Monopoly piece. Oh no, a thimble.
It's a thimble.
I'm just kidding. It has straight and curved needles, sewing needles, or you could use them to fix other repairs that you need to fix. It almost looks like you could stitch with one of them if you had to, one of the smaller ones. And then you also have this, looks like a tarp sticker to repair a tarp. So all in all, great kit. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space, but has a plethora of repair items in here. And it all fits back nice and neat, hopefully, if I do this correctly, back into this tin. As you guys know, I do not like to edit or cut, so
ta-da!
Booyah! So yeah, no, fits nice and neat in this kit. Very cool.
So next up we have the Stronghold Haywire Clamper.
So this thing's pretty cool. I'm actually going to open it. I didn't open it before. It's a tool to basically make clamps. So this is the tool itself. I know that people have gotten it in various different colors, but it makes like hose clamps type things. So like this type of clamp that would go around a hose or around basically anything, a piece of wood, something to make to affix a knife to a stick to make yourself a spear. You could use it for a million different things. And you don't have to worry about bringing the little clamps with you. It's just bring this tool and a hunk of wire like so, and pretty slick. I actually think it's a really dynamite tool. To me, it takes me back to the roots of BattleBox with getting stuff that you've never seen before. I did see this at Blade Show. It was by the Hillbillies booth, but I know they also had it at PrepperCon. But really cool tool. I think it's fantastic, and it's something I'll definitely use a lot.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of different things. And in fact, I'll probably buy, I know they have like a coupon to buy additional wire and things like that. So I'll be doing that.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so that was everything that was in the advanced box. The $49.99 cost. The value is $92.79. So pretty good.
Yep.
All right, so moving on to the Probox, we have Exotac Rip Spool.
So the people at Exotac are really cool. We met them at Blade Show last year.
Right.
And it looks like, I think Dan, I think I read it on the box. Rip Spool was a brainchild of Daniel at BattleBox and Rob at Exotac. We focused on creating something unique, useful, and sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah, I don't know. Without compromise. It started out as an easy way to carry duct tape and evolved into a comprehensive field repair kit. So you have duct tape on a spool around the outside. You have fire cord on the top. You have fishing, line on this section here. And then when you open this up, you have a sail needle. Whoa! Now, some of them came without a gasket in here, and they sent you another gasket in the kit. So if you get the box, when you open it up, if there's a little Ziploc bag in there, that's the gasket that goes inside this little tiny hole, which is a pain in the ass to put in there. But once you get it in there, it works great, and it keeps the sail needle from bouncing around all over the place, because it's really loose in there before you put that in there. But anyways, so really cool. It's a cool kit. You can see how much duct tape is on there here. But so yeah, it's nice, it's compact, it all fits together. It's made in the US, invented in the US, made in the US, which are two things that don't often go together. A lot of things are invented in the US and made in China or somewhere else, right? So just a really cool tool, about the size of a shotgun shell. Probably fit in a shotgun shell carrier, actually. But really cool. I think the price is a little out of hand.
Yeah, the price on that is $34.95.
For some duct tape and some cordage, and I realize it's made in the USA, and it's made out of premium products, and it's well put together, well thought of, has all the seals where it should have seals, etc. But then again, that's why we get BattleBox, because there's things that we wouldn't think to buy or wouldn't buy on our own that we get in the kit that are actually useful.
Right.
And this is one of those things that would actually be quite useful when you need it.
Right. So, yeah, it is very useful. I don't know that I would have paid $34.95 for that.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I would have bought it for $34.95 on the open market.
Right.
But it's something that I'm glad I have.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. So, next up, we have Cold Steel Pocket Bushman.
You guys know that we partner with Cold Steel. Big fans of Cold Steel. There's some good people there that make some really good products at a really good price. How much is the Pocket Bushman?
$33.95.
$33.95, so very reasonable. This sucker has almost killed myself on that. It has a unique lockup where the whole bottom pulls out, and there's a full rod that comes all the way up. The whole thing is folded over, which is very similar to that browse blade that we got, the Mini Kama. Where the whole body folds upon itself. It's somewhat comfortable. The only issue is because of this whole open ridge here, it does catch your fingers a little bit, but for a emergency tool, it's fantastic. The lockup, I don't think you could have a better lockup on a knife. It's ridiculously hard. There's no wiggle, there's no anything. It's almost like a fixed blade, to be honest. There's nothing to it. It doesn't move anywhere. To close the knife, it's fairly unique. If you didn't have this lube here, you would not be able to close this knife. So it's basically mandatory that you close it with two hands. Otherwise, you got to do some sort of crazy, shit where you can grab something with your teeth or something, because it's just weird, right? But you pull this down, and that pulls that rod down in the center, and then the whole thing will fold down from there. But yeah, cool knife. For the price, you just can't beat it. For an emergency knife that's very thin, will go anywhere, has a pocket clip. It's pretty slick. Not bad at all. Definitely a cool knife to have.
That closing mechanism is definitely unique. We've never seen it anywhere else.
No. No, that's the first time I've seen that. And apparently you have to be careful when you open it that you don't catch yourself in the spring mechanism, which I almost did. It was close. But anyways, pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yep.
Okay, so that was the Probox, the $99.99 cost. Our total value at this point is $161.69. Okay, so moving on to the Pro Plus, the Knife of the Month Club. We have Black Scout Survival Feather Stick.
Yep. So Black Scout Survival is really cool. We got to meet them at Blade Show last year. We're going to keep saying that. That's why we recommend you guys go to Blade Show, because you get to meet all these cool people.
Including us. We'll be there.
Including us. We'll be there. And who better to meet than us, right? So it's a Nesmik style knife, which means it has a Nesmik shape to the front here. It's actually a lot smaller than I expected. So your hand fits around it fairly well. I do like the look of it. I like the Cerakoted look finish to the blade. It has probably G10 scales. Does it say? It's D2 steel. I think probably G10 scales. That's what it looks like to me. It is sharp as hell.
It doesn't say.
It is very sharp, and I can see a definite purpose in it because it's so small and easy to carry around. So yeah, I like it. The pinky hole here is too small for me, but Vixen here can fit her pinky all the way through it. Yeah, so the knife itself is actually really cool. I actually like it. It actually looks like a miniature version of what it should be. It looks like if they could take this and almost double it in size, I think that would be like one of my favorite knives if they did that. But with it being the size that it is, it's definitely useful. I see a use for it, and I do like it. It is fairly comfortable in the hand with that nice deep choil in the front, and it does have some thumb jimping on it, so it's pretty cool. The sheath itself, I think they did a really good job on it. It's the plastic style sheath, but it sits in nice. There's no real super wobble. There's a little wobble, but not much. And it has a nice lockable clip on it that opens up. You can adjust this out for your belt size, and you can clamp it shut, and it does have a lock where you can just move this over and that keeps it from opening up. So all in all, pretty cool.
Yep. And according to the card, apparently that clip can be removed, and you can
rotate it and do whatever,
and you can use it as a neck knife.
Sure, absolutely. I can see that because it's not too obtrusive or big. You could definitely do that. Right. I know that Survival Smith is making sheaths for these out of Kydex for the neck sheaths. Okay. So if you're looking for a neck knife sheath for one of these, I would highly suggest going with Survival Smith on those. That guy is freaking dynamite. We'll have a video a little bit later of some of Survival Smith's stuff that he's made for me. But anyways, pretty cool. So all in all, a great box, I think. Goes back to the roots. Nothing that's super exciting, but a lot of stuff that is very useful. Not a single product in here isn't useful. Okay, so
not sexy. Sorry. That was a fail. Definitely not sexy. But yeah, useful items. Nothing that made me overly excited, but hey, I don't really fix things, and when I do, it's more kind of like, oh crap, I'm at work and my heel is wobbling.
Right.
Crap.
Right. Yeah.
So that's not going to excite me too much. But
you don't think this is a sexy little knife?
It's a cute little knife.
Okay.
I won't call it sexy. No.
All right.
I'll call it cute because it actually does fit my pinky.
Okay. Very good.
Okay.
All right, and it does come with for atwoodrope.com, you do get a 20% off code to buy products at atwoodrope.com, which is kind of cool. other than that, trying to keep this short as we possibly can to keep your attention. But other than that, I hope you guys have a good one. Love y'all. Like, share, subscribe.
Comment.
Peace.
See ya.
Stay foxy. Stay foxy.
Stay foxy.
Later.
This is not a drill.